Lisa Munden needs a hospital bed at home. She says a second bedroom is essential for her partner and full-time carer Brett. Yet they've lost their right to funding for another room.
There is no physical way that he could share that room with me, because the bed has to be in the middle of the room so you can access both sides, because I need turning through the night. We moved to this property for a better quality of life, but since all this has happened, I'm feeling so depressed and anxious.
Lisa's not the only one in this position. 660,000 more people are affected by funding cuts on a spare room. 2/3 of them are disabled. Today, the Court of Appeal threw out a challenge by 5 disabled tenants, ruling that the tax is legal.
Even though they all live in accommodation that they need, they're not living in accommodation that is too large for them. They do not have the means to make up the shortfall in the rent, and they now face a very insecure and uncertain future. Certainly we're going to, with them, give very careful consideration to appealing this to the Supreme Court.
The Department for Work and Pensions says discretionary housing support is available for vulnerable people, but many are struggling to pay the bills. Brett and Lisa's flat is dark and cold, and life is tough.
It's hard. I'd like to say to ministers that if they would like to be putting themselves in our situations, to see how it feels. My challenge to anyone to live the life we've got, to give somebody 24 hours care, to live in maybe a room with a person who's got a disability and needs a hospital bed, and see how they would feel after a week just living in the same room, because I doubt they would cope with it.
They say their second bedroom has cost them dearly, and they have sleepless nights over how to afford it. Sally Lockwood, Channel 5 News.